Did you ever stop to think that maybe the bad guy isn't so bad? Like maybe the person you hate or the person you blame for everything isn't actually the problem. For years, the bad guy of gaming has been Electronic Arts. Why is that? Are they evil? The answer is no. They just mishandle games and developers to a point that fans either mistrust or completely hate EA. Now, all of EA's mistakes cannot be put into one clear list or video. I've tried to cover some of them this week, but one I rarely hear people talk about is the mistiming of major releases. Has EA killed games just by having a release so badly mistimed? I'm Darth Pascal, and welcome to Suns Gaming. Let's start with the release of Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 had a lot of hype behind it and released on October 21st, 2016. Only 7 days later, Titanfall 2 released on October 28th. Got even worse when a week after that, on November 24th, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare released. 3 major first-person shooters released on 3 consecutive Fridays in a row, 2 published by EA. Would consumers go with a franchise they know well and trust, or branch out to an unproven series in Titanfall? Well, Battlefield 1 sold 25 million copies, Call of Duty sold 13 million, and Titanfall 2 sold a measly 4 million. Although considered by many to be the best of those 3 games, Titanfall was unable to even come close to the sales numbers of those other games. EA stated they thought those games were different enough to have different markets. Even if that was true, it seemed to be an unnecessary risk. Push Titanfall 2 back and release it a few months later, and maybe that game does unbelievably well. But releasing it so close to those other titans of industries, they doomed Titanfall 2 to failure from the start. Let's move on to EA's 2 Battle Royale games, starting with Apex Legends. Apex released February 4th, 2019 and was met with an immense amount of success, both critical and financial. For a brief moment, it became the most popular game in the world. Battlefield 5's Firestorm was another thing entirely. Firestorm was originally supposed to launch with the game, but didn't come out until 4 months later in late March, over a month after the release of Apex. It seemed that EA didn't want Firestorm to release near the launch of Blackout or while Fortnite and PUBG had a large following. It was almost like they were waiting for those games to die down to release Firestorm. That wouldn't have been a bad strategy if they already knew that they were releasing another Battle Royale in February. Battle Royale is already a hard market to break into, so why the long wait? If Firestorm had released when it was supposed to originally release, who knows, maybe Battlefield 5 sells better, maybe Firestorm isn't such a flop, and maybe we aren't sitting here talking about the death of Battlefield 5. So what should EA learn from these 2 failures? To start, release your games with confidence but not foolishness. Be aware of the market and keep tabs on other games. Don't be afraid to take on giants like Fortnite and Call of Duty, but do it wisely. David didn't charge a Goliath with a sword, he stood back and used a slingshot. And lastly, pay attention and listen to your fans. See the pattern? If you listen to your fans, they know the market pretty well, and they know what they will and won't buy/play. If you are new here, subscribe, and I hope you guys like this series on EA and some of what I believe are their biggest missteps. I'm Darth Pascal, and I will see you guys next time.